Forsaken Remastered. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Scavengers from all over the galaxy have come to a dead Earth to loot the remains of the technology that can found the underground tunnels. You must fight your way past the scum of the universe. And as you prepare for deadly combat, you are going to quickly learn that the future is forsaken. Guys, this is the first ever dual review that I'm going to do. Probably the last. I'm doing Forsaken Remastered, but I'm also doing Guts and Glory. Two games that don't cost a lot of money. I haven't played extensively, but certainly enough to give you a very, very good idea of what it's like and whether you'll actually enjoy playing it. So Forsaken is the remastered version of Forsaken that came out in the 90s. It was very much like a Descent clone where you had full 360 view, like a flying thing. So you've got up, down, left and right, 360 rotation and all the rest of it. It sounds like a nightmare to control, but it's not. I mean, I played this with a mouse and keyboard back in the day and I played it again now, and it's absolutely brilliant. The control, up, down, left, right, 360 round, no problem whatsoever. It has been updated quite a bit from the original. Obviously the graphics look a lot better, but you have this hood. Now I can't remember, I could be wrong here, but I do not remember the head-up display being like it is now. So I think that's all new. Now what I did remember playing this is that this has way more levels than the original. This has 32 levels, I think. I don't know how many the original had, but it felt like 20 or something like that. It wasn't a short game, but it wasn't as long as this. The level design is annoying. It's good, but it's bloody annoying. Lots of times I got stuck in the original and lots of times I got stuck playing this one. It is brutally hard as well. It's a very, very hard first-person shooter. You might think you're good at first-person shooters, but once you've played this will put you in your place. Brutal enemies, brutal combat, but terrific fun, very repetitive as well, and the levels are long levels. These are not short level games, these are very long. There's lava, there's all kinds of traps, there's loads of different types of enemies, there's lock-on missiles that will follow you around corners, there is tanks, there is lots of bosses to take down as well, lots of dead ends that aren't dead ends, but you've got to kind of work that out for yourself. It's just a really good cheap game. I think it's about £13 this, and if you can get past the old dated graphics, it's a really good first person shooter. If you're good with a mouse and keyboard, you're going to like this. Once you get the hang of the controls, you've then got to try and upgrade your weapons as soon as possible. You do that by killing enemies and exploring around the levels. There's also a level map as well, but the weapons, there's all kinds of weapons. There's shotguns, there's like real guns, there's like machine guns, there's fire and forget missiles, there's all kinds of things that you pick up, and if you die you lose everything. You literally lose everything, and all the stuff will be where your body is, so you will respawn away from that point. You have to go back to where your body died. Well, you're not a body, it's a little spaceship. Pick up all the weapons and stuff like that, then you'll get rearmed and then you can carry on. There's also other competitors in this who are on like these bikes as well, who are harder to kill, but not massively hard to kill. I kind of thought they were harder in the original, to be honest, but you'll come across some of them as well as the boss fights that I mentioned earlier. It's a really good complete game. There's lots of levels, lots of money's worth. It's only £13. If you can get away with the outdated graphics and you want a really good challenge, then this is the one for you, because it is a challenging game. It also has full controller support if you just want to go in with a controller, but I highly recommend mouse and keyboard for stuff like this, because you need eyes in your ass, which you actually do, because you have a rear view mirror in this game, which is really neat and really cool. And you can also set up remote cameras as well, so you can have a forward facing camera as well around corners and that. It's a really good, it's just a really good freaking game. I actually preferred this to Descent. I wasn't a massive Descent fan. I thought this was the better game of the two. So there you go guys, that is Forsaken, the remastered version of it, and it is definitely worth a buy. Guts and Glory. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. A game about a father and son riding their bicycle through obstacle courses of death and other fun family experiences. Well, it's 3D Happy Wheels, isn't it? If you don't know what Happy Wheels is, it was a 2D free browser game where you had a father and the son on a bike and they would just get decapitated and everything trying to get round a course. This is pretty much exactly the same type of game, only it's in 3D. The other differences are you get a lot more vehicles to use. There's cars, there's jeeps, there's motorbikes, hoverboards, two kids one on a bike, one pulling the other one on a trailer. There's all kinds of stuff, and the carnage just gets more intense as you go through. The idea of the game is to get round the course, hitting the checkpoints. Yellow checkpoints do nothing, you have to hit them, but orange checkpoints will save you progress when you actually run over one. And it's fun. It's hilarious. I mean, it's a ragdoll physics kind of game where the carnage is just insane, and that's what you play it for carnage. There's spinning saws, there's giant balls that like destruction balls, there's explosives, landmines, arrows, cannons, guns, you name it, it's in here. And they get harder and harder progressively as you go through. There's full leaderboards for your friends and for the general public as well. But it has to be said that the game really does get boring after a while. The first hour is a blast, is fun, but then it just gets very samey, and you know, it just kind of gets boring. I thought Happy Wheels was better. I really did. I enjoyed my time playing Happy Wheels more than I've played this. Although the bronze car, I forget what they're called, but the three people in the car I found hilarious, and the guy in his jet powered wheelchair or whatever the hell it is, he's funny. So you're gonna get a laugh with this. It is quite hard at times, but you will get through it eventually. It's not that hard. It does have full workshop, and it has its own level editor, so you can make your own stuff on this. So you know, it's one of them daft fun games. My only big concern about this is that it's £11.39, and I don't think it's £11.39 more than Happy Wheels. I thought Happy Wheels was great, and that was free. I think this is way overpriced because you're gonna get bored of it. You just are. It's fun, it's a laugh, it's a game you can just pick up now and then. Probably a good one for streamers if you're a YouTuber or Twitch streamer. Probably worth picking it up to stream. Me personally, I got bored of it after about an hour. So it was just like, well, I've seen it, done it, yeah, it's just not there. So I'm actually thumbing this down. I don't think it's good enough or deep enough to justify £11.39. I also found the mouse control to be very much lacking. In fact, I had to play the whole thing with a controller, and with a controller it was great. So if you've got a controller and you're going to buy this, then you're pretty much set up. But if you're going to use a mouse with this, be careful, because it's pretty shit with a mouse and keyboard. So there you go, guys. Guts and Glory. It is fun, but it doesn't last that long.